Hi, my name is Ethan Zhang, and I'm a freshman swimmer here at Stanford. I have a terrible sleep routine, and it has impacted my life on a daily basis in very many negative ways, especially with what I do in the pool. Take a look at my reaction time, for instance.
Take your mark. Hup!
Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I want to see and do scientific research about how I can better my sleep schedule and how in return that impacts my daily life and especially what I do in the pool. You know, as of now, I probably only average about 5 hours of sleep per night with homework and practice getting in the way of that. So I'm going to try to improve my sleep habits and manage my time more wisely and increase my sleep per night by 3 hours every single night for a total of 8 hours. Now, I'm super pumped and ready to take you guys on this journey with me. Let's go. Good morning, guys. It's bright and early, and I'm already feeling much better. Take a look at my new reaction time.
Take your mark. Hup!
Oh, beautiful.
So it is 8:30. I just finished my last bit of homework, and because many studies suggest that blue light in the evening disrupts your brain's natural sleep-wake system, I'm going to turn off all lights and go to bed. Good night, guys. It's my second day to sleep, and my times are already improving drastically.
50.2. 22.8.
Oh my God!
You know, it's only 3 days in of sleeping for 8 hours every night, and I just have so much more energy. Feels great. Scientific research has shown that if we drop our core body temperature at least 1 degree Celsius, we can better fall asleep and stay asleep. So with that, I'm going to make my room environment much colder. It is 9:15. I am done with homework. I'm going to shut off the lights and hit the hay. Wow, what a week it's been. Honestly, I've learned more about my own sleep habits and sleep in general in 1 week than I have my entire life. I've learned about the basics of sleep cycle and rhythm and how many of our bodies are calibrated to the natural appearance and reappearance of sunlight. In fact, even all living organisms such as bacteria and algae have some sort of circadian rhythm. These rhythms affect 3 important necessities: eating, sleeping, and mating. Everything from bowel movement to testosterone secretion is controlled by these daily cycles. In fact, researchers have found that as our body temperature rises throughout the day, so does our memory, concentration, and alertness. They sharpen. We tend to be at our cognitive best in the late morning, which is then followed by a lull. One of the times we are most sleepy throughout the day is actually between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. This brings me to the next topic. Hey guys, I'm here with Katie Ledecky right now, and she has something she has to say.
Drowsiness is red alert.
Drowsiness is a red alert. This is a scenario that has happened to me countless times, and it is extremely dangerous. Back in high school, right after school ended at 2, I would drive 30 minutes straight to swim practice, often alone. Though I had music blaring out of my speakers on each side of my ear, I often found myself starting to feel a little bit drowsy, and my eyelids started getting heavier. Drowsiness is a red alert. The next time this happens to you or a loved one, repeat the mantra, drowsiness is a red alert. This will give you a boost of awareness as you realize the dangerous situation you're in, and hopefully will prevent more accidents from happening. To your surprise, there are countless sleep disorders that are underdiagnosed throughout the country. One of them is insomnia, and this is the most common, characterized by difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. People often feel unrefreshed when waking up and fatigued throughout the day. To treat this, try implementing good sleep hygiene habits such as not looking at any bright lights before you go to bed or setting the room temperature down a little bit. Sleep apnea is another common and underdiagnosed sleep disorder. It usually impacts men who are overweight or have girthy throats. It's caused by a blockage of airways causing disruptive sleep patterns, and treatment is often to lose weight, avoid alcohol, or get a BiPAP machine. Restless leg syndrome is a very common and underdiagnosed disorder. It is characterized by irresistible urge to move one's legs and sometimes even arms. One feels this way due to uncomfortable sensations, especially at rest. Ways to deal with this is to reduce or eliminate the amount of caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol in your daily life. Exercising also helps, and stretching, and also warm baths. Now, before I continue, I want to debunk some common misconceptions about sleep. Number 1 is whether or not watching TV before you sleep is a good way to relax. This, in fact, is incorrect. The problem is it is something we don't recommend because any source of bright blue light before sleep is bad because it is one of the strongest cues to our circadian rhythm. And right before you want to fall asleep, you don't want to be waking up. Number 2, lying in bed with your eyes closed is often as effective as sleeping. This is extremely incorrect. Sleep is a very specific and active process. When you go to sleep and enter non-REM sleep, you later enter another stage, followed by another stage, eventually progressively getting deeper until you hit REM sleep. And then you wake up momentarily, and then it starts again and happens 3 to 5 times throughout the night. And if something bad happens, the next morning you feel it. You don't feel rested, and it affects your whole day. The third and final misconception is that your brain and your body will adapt to less sleep. This, in fact, is a myth, and we can see how, for a good athlete, we require a healthy diet. The same way is for our brains, who require healthy sleep.